08. Welcome back here to the What's Cooking program, America's food, wine, restaurant, travel, and entertainment show. I'm Michael Horn along with Paul Stern. Paul, you love Bobby Flay, don't you?
Bobby Flay is the man.
I mean, you don't love him, like that kind of thing. I mean, you like what he does.
He had the guts to take on Reyes. We know all about the throwdowns. Bobby Flay is the guy.
Always got the throwdown going down, ladies. And I love Lori Loughlin. Of course, she was on many years on Full House on 90210. So there's some love that I can actually spread around. But yeah, this the Flay is always he's throwing stuff down, isn't he? The challenge is there. He's kind of like the Robert Conrad, if you will,
he took on
the food world.
He took on the Pellegrinos, man.
Yeah,
that's pretty tough business.
He sees something that I see him taking on the Black Widow on an eating contest sometime. I'd see Flay just taking her on sometime. Bobby is with us along with Lori Loughlin. Welcome to the broadcast.
Oh my God!
Oh, that's quite an introduction.
Come on, Lori, he is the man. I mean, this
By the
man.
way, let me tell you, I keep telling him this all morning. He is the man. My girlfriends, when I say I'm working on this campaign with him, they go crazy. They love Bobby.
Bobby, what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm having a big ego morning. I can say that right now.
Honestly, I get a huge reaction. They just go nuts.
Of course they do, because Bobby Flay, if he takes on Frank Pellegrino, who is the owner of Rayo's, I mean, when he challenges Frank and there's something going on there, I mean, you're dealing with the family, if you know what I'm talking about. Bobby's taking him on.
I politely lost that one.
That one gets me.
Not to mess with the Italian kids.
Exactly.
Thank you, Bobby. Okay, so anyway, so you guys are talking about back to school. So what's going on, Bobby Flay? You taking on the school system now? What's happening? Lori, you doing the same thing?
I'm not taking on the school system. It's just Lori and I. But I've partnered up with Hellman's for like the last 3 years, and Lori just came on this past year, and I think that we're making a really good team in getting the message across that we have to get our kids to eat some more interesting things, and so I've helped develop recipes for Hellman's for the kids' lunches, and also for after school snacks, which I think is a meal that's forgotten but is also incredibly important. Lori, obviously is a mom who has to deal with this on a daily basis,
yeah.
And so it's been a really good it's been a fantastic experience for me to be able to team up with her.
And for me, it's been tremendous. I mean, I have two daughters, and they actually are 11 and 12, and they love to be in the kitchen now, and they love the Food Network, and they love to watch Bobby and Giada, and they have all their favorites on the Food Network. But again, as a mom, I am in the kitchen. I care about what they're eating. These recipes that Bobby has created are really delicious. You can go to hellmans.com and get all of them. But we have found some real good recipes on the website. And again, my younger daughter's very picky, so it's been a tremendous help for me to have access to these recipes. And they're very simple to make. They're delicious. And now, with school in session and trying to figure out what to make them for lunch, I have even more options from Bobby and the Hellman's website.
We're talking with the beautiful Lori Loughlin and the dashing Bobby Flay, ladies and gentlemen, here, and we're talking about getting back to school.
And obviously, advocates of putting a little spread on the sandwich.
Exactly. So you're talking Hellman's. You're talking about the mayonnaise people here now, right?
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Yes, Hellman's, the best.
The great thing about Hellman's is, it's made with real simple ingredients like eggs, oil, and vinegar. And I use it as a base for lots of different things. Like I can add fresh herbs to the mayonnaise. I can add some leftover tomato salsa, or black olives, or you name it. You can add it to it, and it's a great way to start building flavors into sandwiches.
Bobby Flay, I saw you one time beat Mario Martinelli, and I saw you actually spread him with Hellman's. It was like unbelievable. But that's a whole other story for another day. Who's Lori?
Martinelli?
I don't know. Some guy he took care of the guy, wiped him right out. So Lori, what kind of sandwiches? The kids are back to school. I just mentioned it's a depressing time. Kids don't want to go back to school. How do you get them to go back there? And then tend to eat well. I mean, come on,
Well,
we're looking for snacks.
I think one of the things is, letting them participate in the kitchen and letting them be part of picking out the recipes and trying new things is really, really helpful. And the recipes that Bobby has created are very easy. I can make so many of them the night before. The chicken salad is a great example. You whip a bunch of that up. It lasts a couple of days. Put it in the refrigerator, and to get up in the morning, and it's a no-brainer. It's right there. It's delicious. It's I feel good about serving it to my kids. And it's easy, and it keeps us on track, and we're on time for school, which is a real plus. And again, the kids have participated. So I think keeping your kids involved in the kitchen and what they're eating is really important, because when they feel like they've participated and helped create a dish, they're more entitled. They're more inclined to eat it.
And you mentioned, Bobby, like snacks are important right now. So you're saying when the kids come home, you got to have some decent food for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's important to think about that. To make maybe little fish taco snacks or something like that. Think something like you can use a really good quality tuna, or you can use like a fresh whitefish, and you mix it with some salsa that you have like left over from the night before. You can just make it, obviously right there, and you mix it up with a little bit of Hellmann's, maybe some whole grain mustard, and you put it on a tortilla chip, so they recognize what it is. But you're giving them some really delicious fresh flavor, and I think that's what's really key.
Where do we get these recipes? Is it like the website? Let's mention that one more time.
Good. Hellmann's.com for the recipes. And then also the great thing that Hellmann's is doing right now is they're doing a virtual sandwich. It's called Swap and Share, and you can go to facebook.com.
What's Swap and Share?
Well, Swap and Share is a program on Facebook.
Sounds pretty good.
Sounds good to me, Lori, if you're talking about it. lay it out for us. All of a sudden, the interview just got a little better.
In a very different, exciting direction.
Swap
you go
and share,
you make a virtual sandwich, and for every virtual sandwich that you create, you can create, and you can do it with your kids, and you send it to your friends. Hellmann's will make a donation to Share Our Strength, which is a great organization committed to eradicating childhood hunger in America.
That is great. All right. And so what's that site now you go to?
That's facebook.com/Hellmann's.
Facebook.com/Hellmann's, and you can get that information there. So Bobby Flay, you're taking on, like, if someone's not listening to you, you're taking on like principals and some of the staff at the schools or something to make sure the food is halfway decent, or is it just parents these days?
I'm taking on the lunch ladies. That's my target. Look out, everybody. It's going to be a lunch lady throwdown across the country.
Swap and Share. Why don't we take like you, Bobby Flay, and put you in? Maybe you need to start acting in some things, Bobby. I mean, come on, you need to get into some
acting.
Come on, you need to get.
I am the worst actor. That's why I cook. Okay, you don't want to. I've been in one movie. I played myself, and I was terrible. You don't want to see me act. Trust me.
We're trying to woo him to come on 90210, but he just...
That's what I'm thinking. Come on. All of a sudden, there's like a chef there. You know, you hear
like
what
a
I'm
cameo,
saying?
And you know what? My
as
character's
himself.
always in the kitchen. I could use Bobby on the show.
The Expendables had what? Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger. All of a sudden, they could have had Bobby Flay come and say, anybody want a sandwich or something? Would have been even better, because you're kind of the tough guy with the knowledge, Bobby Flay, of what's going on.
Yeah, you can deconstruct a recipe.
Dude. I love that.
We've got the Robert Conrad show here on CRN.
Put a salt on his shoulder, and he's got dare you to knock it off.
Yes, exactly, Lori. We've done it. This is okay. So, Bobby, you're coming in studio on the Robert Conrad show, and we're going to have a challenge. All right, you and Conrad go head to head on something here. Okay, Can we do it?
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, totally. I'm in.
All right, so let's get that website one more time again, Lori. Where are we going to check everything out?
Go to Hellmann's.com or Facebook.com/Hellmann's.
Lori Loughlin, we love you. Bobby Flay, we love you. Thanks so much for being with us. You're welcome here anytime, you two. Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, Bobby Flay, like the superhero of the Food Network crowd.
He is the superhero, I'm telling you. All right, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sandwich making at its best. You know what? That Hellmann's is pretty good spread, as a matter of fact. I'm going to check out these websites and see what's going on there. We'll continue here on the What's Cooking program. Michael Horn, Paul Stern from CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Listen carefully to this message.